today is finally the time that I trade away my revised Underground C copy, which I've owned for more than 4 years now and has served me in so many games, for a unlimited one for the second time. Did I spend another 800 bucks for a fake one? Let's find out in another installment of Quest for Cube. So this is part 3 of my journey to get a unlimited Underground C. So chapter 1 was me receiving the unlimited fake Underground C. Then part 2 was me identifying why I thought it was a fake. Then I sent it back, I got my refund, so all is well. Sorry to the person who still has the fake duel. And now part 3 is me finding another seller who still had another Underground C. So this is between 2 extra top loaders. Can't ever have enough. Sending your more expensive cards with top loaders is a no-brainer in my opinion. So great to be reused, since these save the cards from bends in any letters. Now, let's look at the card. What the very first thing is that comes to mind when I see this card through the top loader, through the sleeve, through the inner sleeve, so triple sleeved card here, is that it is quite darker than the one that I had in video 1 and 2. And now in video 3, we're gonna see if it is a real one. I can tell already it looks legit. It is so much darker than the original one. The back looks so much darker and just real. We'll see. Let's put this to the side and get it out of the inner sleeve. Oh yeah. Just the very first thing that I noticed, it is the right kind of cardstock. It is used, obviously. You can see many scratches and whitening on the edges here. No ink, I hope. Let's check for that for a sec here. No, it does not look blackened in any way. And yeah, the front is really well loved, but it is a real card. It is real, and let's see why, right? So part 1, the feeling part, we already have established. It feels great. Part 2 was comparing it. And since I am building an unlimited set cube, let's quickly get out the dual lands here. And you can see through the history of cards that I already have gotten for the unlimited set cube. These are all the rares that I own now. Where are the duels? Probably in the very last pile, right? Of course. Ugh. Careful. Yeah, there they are at the very back. So let's put the rest to the side so we don't have any cards toppling. And have the duels here. So best case would be to compare it to another Underground C from Unlimited that I know is real. I don't have that, but for example, I have here a Plateau, which is in similar condition and has a similar kind of brown on the back and similar texture to the card. So this would be a great way to compare it to each other to see if this is a real and legit card. Obviously, if you compare it to more of these, you will be even more reassured that it is in fact a real card. If you don't have a second Underground C, what I don't have, you want a card that is similar. So for example, you don't want to compare it to a red card, since there can be differences. You want to compare it to a card from the same set, great. If you only have the red card, yes, compare it to the red card. If you have another dual land or another basic land from the set, for example, compare it to that. The closer, the better. So I will show a side-by-side of the backs of the 2 cards, so you can see if you can recognize if both are in fact legit and real. And I will also show the comparison to the fake and a real card, and then you can guess maybe and see where you think the fake is, and then I will reveal the solution And now that that's out of the way, part 3 we skip. We don't do the green dot test since I don't have a loop, but I do still have my smart weigh here and my little scale, which can weigh cards up to 1 decimal place. And yeah, let's weigh it. This is me live weighing the card. A fake normally weighs around 1.9, so a real one would be 1.8. 7 to 8. Okay, so 7 to 8. 7 to 8 is the one that is the number that you want. Let's compare to another one from Unlimited, another dual, also 1.7. If you have foils, they will be, I think, 0.1 heavier-ish, so between 1.8 and 1.9. Just to be sure, let's put on another one since we have those here, and that's 1.8. The fake was 1.9. That is one indicator. There can be, of course, like outliers, and maybe a real card will weigh 1.9, but in 90% of all the cases probably, or 99%, they weigh between 1.7 and 1.8. So check that. 0.5 was too good to be true. It was a great price for the card, but it was also in the Discord group. I had seen many references for the person who sent me the Underground Sea, so thank you to the person who did the deal with me. Very happy with it. And yeah, if it is too good to be true, it can be an indicator. If someone sells you this card for 500 and says it's unlimited, you should be careful. But then again, I paid 800 for the last one, 830-ish for this one, and it's still a good price. And the other one was a good price, but still in the range of, well, maybe there's something. So there was something this time. There isn't something. It's real, probably. Let's go to step 6 and dim the lights. So step 6 was getting your room really dark and getting a flashlight. Your phone camera is totally fine. And using your flashlight to get light through the card. Let's compare to one that we think is real, which is the plateau. And you should be able to look right through the card. And it is really easy to read the card through the light. Let's carefully compare it to the Underground Sea as well. Be careful that you don't scratch anything. And again, really great, really easy to read through the card. I have several fakes here, which we can compare to. Give me a sec. Here I have a fake Bloodstained Mire. I know it's fake, and this one should be hard to actually get light through. As you can see, you just see a simple dot. And that is it. So, not what we want, right? Let's get back in the light. Step 7 was me comparing it to black ink of the card. So again, I will show a close-up picture, and this time compare the black ink that was used. Let's maybe take the Bayou for a change here. And you can see that some of the black ink is pixelated, and that shouldn't be the case. Not pixelated with rosette pattern, and that should not be the case. Black ink should be printed through. This is the last layer that is added. Comparing it to one of the fakes from my hopes and dreams box of fakes here. This is not the case with fakes. They have this pixelated ink on there and therefore are not real. And now lastly, and I hope you enjoyed this video, we have the weird signs of wear. And if you remember part 2 and 1 of the video, you saw that the card kind of had like little white specks on it, as if someone wiped it real hard on the table to make it seem used. What you will also see is like weird scratch mark on the backs to make it seem older, since it was printed probably in the last couple of years, and they don't have the age like this piece of cardboard here, which is older than 30 years now. And in this case, we also don't have that. So all in all, 8 ways to identify fakes. Part 3 we kind of skipped, but you also would see a red L in the green dot. But I don't need that. I can actually already detect by the feel of the card that it is real. With all the other ways that I can identify a fake, I can say with 100% certainty that this has to be a real card. So I'm really happy to be able to include my 5th unlimited dual land to the unlimited dual family. There's actually another dual land coming up soon, so there will be a 6th one. And then only 4 are missing, so that is so nice. So nice to be able to go on this journey, share it with you. So now I do want to hear from you. Are there any dual lands you're currently looking to get? Let me know in the comments below. Be it IE, CE, maybe Magic 30, but also Unlimited Beta, Alpha. You let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear your stories. Maybe you already got yourself one and treated yourself to one or multiple ones. Check out another one of my videos and support the channel by clicking this button. Hope to see you there. Stay positive and always do your due diligence, and bye bye.